Welcome to Fried Sharkin' and welcome to Kingdoms. This is a first look. I'm hoping I'm not dipping into 5 FPS right now. Hold on 1 second. 1 second. Oh god. Okay. We're gonna see if this works, and if it doesn't, well then shit. Alright, we're gonna anyway, so this is Kingdoms. It's a early access game that's currently available on Steam and stuff like that. And I mean, I've played a bit of it, and it's pretty great. I like this game. But anyways, we're going to create a new world. I'll get a little bit more into it. We're going to do as many NPCs as possible. We're going to go to, like a 30-minute day duration is fine. That's fine. Okay. Lost track of thought. Anyways, when you start out and you create a world, you pretty much get to call yourself anything, and they use, like, I don't even know what the names would be based off. Like, I mean, you'll see them, and it's kind of, I don't really want to sound small-minded, but I want to say it sounds kind of, they're kind of like Nordic-ish. This is set in, like, the setting for this game is kind of like the 1200s, like the Dark Ages. So yeah, I don't know. We're gonna call ourselves Wilhelm, and I know that that's not how you actually spell that, but yeah, we're gonna go with let's go with head type 2. We're going to have hair on, we're going to have a beard on, we're going to have a very majestic beard and mustache, and there's a bunch of different colors you can give your, well, they're all natural hair colors, but yeah. I think we're going to go with 2, because I think that's about the closest that mine is, I think. You get 20 experience points to begin with, and that allows you to do different things. So, you're definitely going to want to be a chopper, because you definitely have to get wood. You want to be a worker, that way you can start to build stuff immediately. I always pick to be a swordsman because then you get a sword. And I think we're going to be, you know what, I've never chosen archer before. At the same time, I mean, you can learn all of these things later on in the game. But, you know what, I've never been an archer, so we're going to be an archer this time. And we're going to generate, and now it's loading. And for some reason, I'm hearing rain, so I don't know. This game is, again, early access. It's made in Unity. But again, it shows a lot of promise. So, we'll find out. We'll find out. And pretty much immediately. There we go. Alright, so it spawns you in the middle of this world, and it is currently raining, which kind of sucks, because I hate the rain. But anyways, so we're going to hit M to look at our map, and we have some question marks popping up all over the place. Usually those question marks signify ruins. So while the world's still mapping itself, it's still loading in. So we're going to start walking in a direction. We're not going to walk towards there, because you see that speck that's over there? That is a wolf, and they want to fight us. In fact, let's go ahead. We're going to hit tab to open up our inventory. And we're going to put our torch in this hand, because that's our torch hand. We're going to put our bow in this hand, because that is our use hand. And hit tab again to leave those lists. And we'll look at the other tabs later. And we're going to hit 2 to equip the bow. And we're going to hit 1. Nope, no we're not. We're going to hit 1 to equip our torch. It's just, there we go. And that provides us some light. But anyways, we're gonna stick with our bow for now. I'm hitting left shift to sprint, just kind of like most games. So yeah. again, this is the Wasad and mouse. And we're going to look at the map again, and hopefully soon we'll find what I am looking for. Oh, hello, that is a fox right there. There are multiple animals throughout the world, mostly stag, well, like deer, foxes, there's some rabbits, wolves, and bears, as far as I've seen so far. And you can kill them all for their meat. Eventually you can also skin them. But yeah, so what we are going to do now is we're gonna walk in this direction until something pops up on our map. I am looking for a specific icon on our map, just right there in that bottom corner you're seeing right there. Looks a little bit like a building. So let's keep going that way real quick. Kind of make sure that is what we're looking at. Yes, it is. Okay. So we're going to head in that direction. That's what we're going to find. So I'm going to go ahead and get over there, and I'll be right back whenever we get there. Okay? Be right back. Alright, so we're getting close. Took long enough for me. I was a straight 5 minutes of walking and sprinting when I can. But we are getting close, and as you can see, there's a dude right there. What up, guy? His name is Hrolfer. I don't actually know how to pronounce names like that, so I'm gonna go with Hrolfer. So we're gonna talk to this dude right now. Hello, friend. Welcome to Argentoratum Village. Player replica. Alright, so when you talk to these people, there's 3 different things you can choose for just conversation. You can ask about the settlement. So he doesn't actually have a settlement. He's just a wanderer. So he's just there right now. Okay. What does this guy do? So we can find out what he does by asking him, literally, and it will tell you what he can do. And things that are green are things that you have. Things that are red are things that neither of us have. And things that are blue are things that he has that we don't. And so if he has something that we don't have and we want to learn it, we can go to Hrolfer and say we want to be a digger or a gardener, and we can learn how to do that. Because every time you level up, it gives you 10 experience points, or points to spend. And every single thing, it will tell you how much experience it costs to learn it. But yeah, so... And I guess we'll go through it right now. So a digger that thing that lets you dig. It just lets you dig. And a mine worker will let you mine with stone and all that kind of stuff. A gardener allows you to start building certain buildings and stuff that we'll get into later. Herbalist does the same kind of thing. It's just with the herbalist, it's easier to collect plants and stuff like that. Gardener, it's not as you can't get as many different kind of plants. Choppers, things we have. Obviously, we can chop trees down. A benchman allows us to work with wood to make different things, and then with a carpenter you could just make different, probably better things. I wouldn't know. I haven't actually gotten to carpenter. I think I've done benchman once, but I didn't get too far into it before I stopped. The scholar, scrivener, scrollmaster, and wiseman, it gives you more experience per task that you perform. So every time you perform a task, such as cutting down a tree and getting logs from it, or yada 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 yada, making food, growing food, all that kind of stuff, you get experience. So as a scholar, you level up more quickly, like 10%. Scrivener, scrollmaster, wiseman, they all go up by more and more. So as you're a wiseman, you get pretty much double the amount of experience for every time you enter a task. So if you do a task that gives you only 5 experience, instead you'll get 10 experience because it adds another 100% of it to it. So yeah, a worker allows you to build things. A taskmaster lets you build better things. Novice architect and architect lets you build better and better and better things. So Novice Architect and Architect lets you build from stone, stuff like that. Obviously going to be a better buildings and stuff like that when they're made of stone, stuff like that too. Traders allow you to go ahead and obviously this one lets you go ahead and build the shops and stuff like that, and your price is going to be better, so it goes just like that. I don't remember Fairy Godfather being there, but yeah, anyways. You can also build a tavern at some points and stuff like that, and again your prices get better and stuff like that. There is already an economy in this game. With swords, obviously that just it's easier to fight, and your energy recovers faster when you after fighting. As a traveler, that just lets you go further, pretty much. Well, not really go further. This one lets you be faster. Your stamina refills. I'm pretty much just reading this off the screen. I'm pretty much doing. I'm just reading. That's all I'm doing. Butcher has to do with your meat, like in the animals and stuff, and then with the skinner, you can skin the animal. A Jaeger or Jager, I'm not sure how to pronounce that one, allows you to it gives you more meat per kill. Or per animal. Blacksmiths allows you to work with metals, and then your archery is obviously your archery and all that kind of stuff, and I'm not going to go for much further in that. But yeah, in order to learn something, you just ask them, can you teach me something? You can ask them what they're doing now. Most of the time they won't have a task at hand, unless you can see them visibly doing something. And then you can ask them if they have anything interesting to tell you, and see what interesting places. So any of the question marks is pretty much what it'll tell you about. Any caves nearby, the closest settlement. In fact, it's over there. He's not a member of it or anything. You can ask them about nearby forests, and he'll tell you look around forests everywhere, because if I literally look anywhere, there's going to be a tree in front of me. And then it's going to ask about caves and ruins and stuff. Yeah, pretty much. And it looks like there's another dude over there. He doesn't have a leader, but yeah, but you get the point. And then in order to exit, you don't hit your inventory key, you don't hit your tab, you actually just right-click in the chat box somewhere. I usually try to click in the little yellow spot. But yeah, so it is dark. Let's see, there we go. It is super dark outside, so we are going to use our torch to get the rest of the way to this settlement. And when you get there, it is not going to be what you expect, literally at all. I was expecting, just from watching the video, that it was actually going to be already an established city and stuff. It is far from it. I will tell you that now. But yeah, so let's go ahead and get to it. It should be pretty much directly in this direction, yes. And as you can see, there is really nothing to see, save for maybe in the distance. I don't even know if it's easy for you guys to see it. Put the map away. There we go. You can sort of kind of see, just in the distance, a little bit of a frame. In fact, there's 2 frames here. So, 3 frames, 4 frames. Look at that. Look at that. Alright. 5 frames, actually. Is that what I think it is? I think that's a windmill. Oh well. Anyways, we'll get into that later. But as you can see here, there are just some frames. And this is literally what the settlement is. Let's see if we can find the leader. Okay, so this building here, this is the main house, kind of building. This is the, hold on, maybe it's not, this might be it, this is it, this is it. This is the main settlement building, and when we get it all built up, we'll go look inside of it, and I'll show you kind of what's inside of it. But the first thing we need to do is see if we can find the village leader, and the village leader is going to be the guy who owns, technically, this building. So we're looking for Leafy. Leafy? YouTuber Leafy? And that's an issue. This guy's name is Dvalin, but we can actually ask him. He's kind of an asshole. Why are you bothering me, stranger? Yeah, anyways. Argentoratum. Let's go ahead and see, because if I ask about the leader, it'll point the camera in the direction of the leader. So he's over that way. So, and the leader is always wearing a cloak. So, we're going to go over this way until we find a man with a cloak. And that looks like a man with a cloak. And look at that, it's Leafy. Leafy! Hello! Welcome to Argentoratum, stranger. I don't know how to do an accent. Well, I can't do an accent, but I'm probably going to offend everybody in the process. But yeah, so this is the dude. This is our guy. He is the leader of our village. Forgot what I was going to tell you about him. He'll pretty much tell you what's going on. You can always ask where the notice board is, and the center of the village is always marked by the well. And then the common house is what we're actually going to be building up, that first thing that we were seeing there that's owned by him. The notice board was that thing that was kind of like inside, so that's a bit of a glitch. Again, early access. Give it a break. It's very early access. There's still a lot of development that goes going into it and all that kind of stuff. So you can always ask if there's a merchant, you can ask about a blacksmith, and you can ask about the leader. Obviously, if I'm telling the leader, if you're asking the leader about the leader, he's going to tell you that it's himself. He's going to be like, I'm the leader of the village, and then stuff. This does not have a blacksmith, and this does not have a merchant yet in the village at all. So if you ask him, he's going to be like, unfortunately, we don't have one right now, so on and so forth. You can ask him what he knows, you can ask him what he does best, and all that kind of stuff. And it will show you all of his things. Most of the time, your leader is going to have a good bit of building experience. So they're going to be at least a novice architect. I've only had one that's full architect in the games that I've played. But yeah, so that's your guy. So we'll click back to dialogue and all that kind of stuff. And later on we might go into the other stuff. So, we need some wood. But first we're going to check. We're going to see, okay, so we have 59 vigor and we have 40 hunger. So we're okay for now. But the first thing we're going to do, Jesus Christ, first thing we're going to do is we're going to get our short bow out of the way, not the log. We're going to get a steel axe, because we are given one because we are a chopper. We're going to go to a tree. We already have one piece of wood, but we need 4 more. Now the way you chop down trees is you just click and hold, and it eventually slowly fills up this circle and takes away some of your stamina. And then the entire tree falls down the first time you get through full it. English. And then the second time the log just disappears. Every time you also it also adds 2 wood with this one, and that gives you 10 experience points. But now, if we go into our tab, unfortunately these things do not stack, at least as of right now. There are things that do stack. Wood is not one of those things. So we have 5 wood now. So what we're going to go is completely unequipped with anything. We don't have anything in our hands. We're going to go up to the building we want to build up till it pops up. Okay, and then we're going to left click it until that becomes 5 out of 5, and at which time this thing appears. And when we go inside, there's bunks, there's tables, oof, and then upstairs there's also just bunks. So we're going to actually sleep real quick. And we can sleep until sunrise, midday, sundown, or midnight. But we are going to sleep until the morning. Hopefully the rain will go away. Looks like we were actually pretty close to morning. Because as soon as it goes away and allows us to sleep again, it has finished the sleeping cycle. It looks like the rain is about to go away because the sound is going away. But yes, so this game is actually pretty. I do have this running in like full quality. Unfortunately our notice board is a little glitched into the building, but that's just something we have to live with. Hopefully it won't cause us any problems. But now because we have that, shit. No, not that. No, stop it. There we go. So because we have finally built a thing, literally overnight, we will gain settlers like very quickly. It says we have 9 houses, poor prosperity because we don't have anything else going on. What is this building? I do not know. I do know that this building is a windmill. But we're going to go ahead, because we have gotten to this part, that is pretty much the big part of it. If you want to start a settlement of your own, you can actually run out, like way out into the wilderness, literally anywhere on the map. It's far enough away. When you go into your tab menu, this is your quest menu. See, it's year 1279, so yeah. These 3 will never go away. It's never shown as a complete quest. It just tells you what to do. That shows you controls, and this shows you, it tells you about the building system. You pretty much have to learn the building system on your own. This is your not autonomy, and that I don't really know what actually the word is for this. It tells you what you are, like your level, your experience points, how many learning points you have, your reputation. What the fuck? What is this? Whoa. Okay, sorry, hold on. I want to find out what in the world this is going to be. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 per. So I'm gonna pause the video real quick. I'm gonna go get enough wood and I'm gonna start building this thing up because I don't know what this is, but it's big. So I'm gonna help build it and then, yeah, because I've never seen this before in my life. Okay, so hold on real quick. I'll be right back. You see all these people here, by the way? See all these people? You see all this shit? My computer screen's like there. So yeah, it's kind of weird. You guys, you're sitting like right there staring at me. So technically, y'all couldn't see the computer screen, but whatever. Deal with it. Yeah, there are a shit ton of people right in front of me. But yeah, so I'm gonna pause the recording real quick. I'm gonna go get some wood, and I'm going to go find out what this building is. Because yeah, I'm excited. Alright, BRB. I don't know what this is yet. I just finished building it. It just popped up. It took some seconds to pop up and stuff. Oh my god, is it a pub? Oh my god, it's a pub. Oh my god, it's a pub. Also, it's got a beer stein on the top of it, and it's all way better paint. Oh Jesus. Oh Jesus, please. Please, please, Jesus Lord. I need a beer. I need a beer! Oh, Jesus, I'm so parched. This Bud Light's not fucking doing it. I need your finest STOUT. That was probably like a really bad pronunciation of stout with an accent of some kind. To the point where it was very rude. Oh, and it is like legitimately an inn and stuff. Like it's got beds and beds, and then like a little suite. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that is just so neat. This is amazing. And like this is where like a bard would stand or something. Oh, bruv. Oh, bruv. If they introduce more of an RPG element into this fucking game, or like give it like a story or something, this has such freaking potential. Oh man, I don't know if you can actually use the bar yet, or if he actually has to be in here or what, but this just has so much potential as a game, just as a game in itself. Like, look at this building. This is amazing. I have never seen this in my life. I'm assuming that's a bakery. And these are just houses. Yeah, these are just houses and stuff. But yeah, I've never seen the pub built. But anyways, so now we're going to continue with the last bit of the video. Again, this is like what you are, and as you learn things, more things pop up and stuff like that. But this is how you do your building and stuff like that. So you can craft without a work desk. There's not a lot that you can do. If you have wood, you can make wooden planks. You can make wooden arrows out of planks, and you can make the bows out of planks. That is all you can do without at least as of right now, as a chopper, without a work desk. I don't know if there's anything else. As a camp, that's like if you're out in the wilderness, you just need 2 wood to make a campfire, which is where you can cook meat. So if you kill like a stag or fox or whatever, you can cook some of the meat there. And a tent allows you to sleep without having to have a bed. A farm is something you set up. I always set them up inside the village, but they actually act as their own kind of settlement, but they're not really a settlement. Yeah, you can build your own farm and stuff like that, and that allows for, and the garden itself allows for like 15 seeds to be planted, and then the windmill is how the windmill is how you turn the wheat into flour, and then you put it into a bakery and it makes bread. So yeah, you can go to shops and taverns. So the small shop, as a worker trader, a small wooden tavern, worker trader, shop, wooden tavern, storehouse, and big tavern. Now they just did a big tavern. So the guy who owns this place, I can't remember who it was exactly, but they have some things I need to learn. Yeah. Anyways, manufactories, the only thing we can do is bake, because that's just all you need is a worker. That's how you can turn your flour into bread again. A smith, you have a smith, woodworker's house, and a stoneworker's house. That's just how you make things up, more intricate things out of stone and wood. Stuff like that. Houses, the only things I can do as a builder right now, well, as a worker right now, is just these smaller houses. But then we can eventually get like these crazy stone houses and all that kind of stuff. We just have to have the proper stuff for it. As a settlement, you have to build the well, which is how you establish the settlement. It's the center of it. I have to be a scholar and a taskmaster. So, yeah. I don't need any wood for it, though. You just kind of set it up. Same as the notice board, and then you can build the common house, but you have to have, again, all 3 of those things to set up a settlement, which can take some time. But yeah. Alright, so that is pretty much currently, I mean, as of right now, that is about the most of kingdoms. So we're going to go ahead and cut the video here. Thank you guys for watching so much. I hope you guys learned something. I'm probably do some like better how-tos and stuff like that for this game, because there's not a whole lot of stuff on the internet on how to do stuff. But again, I appreciate you guys for watching. Please tune in for other videos and stuff like that. I am back. I also just made a Twitter as well, at Fried Truckin' on Twitter, with a capital F, capital C, capital, there we go, Will, capital F, capital C, Fried Truckin', not FC Fried Truckin', it's capital F, R-I-E-D, capital C, H-A-R-K-E-N. I don't know why I'm explaining this to you. People are smart. Yeah. That's pretty much all I've got for you today. Thank you guys again for watching. Hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, comment what you'd like to see next, what you'd like to see more of, or if you need any help with anything, or if you have any tips for me on how to play the game, because I guarantee I am not any kind of expert on literally any game. So if you ever have any tips or pointers, if you ever see me playing something that you know is a bad way to play it, let me know so I can change how I play something so I can get good. Yeah, because I need to get good. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Again, thank you guys for watching the 3rd time around, and I will see you guys in the next video, and a goodbye.